guys, it's been a minute. I'm sorry. There's been so much change going on, but for the better. So the last video, I was just basically talking to you guys about, just uncertainty and just working on patience and timing, the woes of the Saturn return. But I recently, so on the 13th of this month of March, I don't know, I just woke up with the urge to just leave my job. Like literally leave my job. And just a little backstory, I've been working on my job for 4 years now. And at first it started off part-time, but then once my once my contract ended, I was needing to find work, so I started working there more full-time and then picked up other part-time gigs. But it had now been converted to full-time just because the gigs were no longer there. So basically, all I'm trying to say is I had a pretty good a grip on the pedal with working there. And I have been exploring a lot of different avenues, a lot of different workshops, such as teaching myself how to paint throughout the time that I've been working there. And I don't know, like on the 13th, I just really started thinking to myself, I think I want to leave. It started off the beginning of the year, I told myself I want to leave the job, but make sure I want to start like thinking of exit strategies. Sorry about the background. Sorry. But anyway, let's drink my tea here. So it started on the 13th, those thoughts, but then like I talked it over with a couple of people, and that's another thing. Don't tell people what you're going to do, because all of that confusion, all of the thoughts and opinions can end up confusing the decisions that you made. That's what I learned. Because at first people were telling me, oh, don't leave because like you don't have a job lined up and the job market is really trash. Which honestly, I understood their position telling me, but they don't know me. They don't know that, I always have a job. I will always have a job no matter what. Like I worked so many different gigs when I was living in Indiana, and I always told myself like no matter what, when a job is just a job, like it's not the end of the world. Like if something makes you unhappy, leave. And that's what ended up happening when I left my other job before I found the bank job. I ended up leaving because I just didn't like it. Like I literally walked out and sent my computer to the manager like that day. Like I literally left. And so it just wasn't for me. And so like lately I've just been feeling like my current job, the job that I just left, I've started realizing that I've just been so unhappy. The last shift that I did, I ended up crying, like going home and driving home. So I ended up like driving home and just started feeling very overwhelmed with the feeling of feeling stuck there. And they're like most of the coworkers that I've befriended throughout my time being there, they also don't work there anymore. They've all like checked out and gone to different career paths, which again, my journey is different from there and from them. So that's one of the reasons why I was like, don't leave just because like they left, you have a completely different journey. But now it was to the point that like I didn't really enjoy working with the current coworkers that I had. Like it was just always like a dread going there. And the last shift that I was scheduled for, I ended up calling off because I was like, actually, I don't even want to go to work today. And I have a lot of sick hours, so I was just trying to honestly use it up. And to be quite frank with you, I started realizing that this job was really not helping me to the next step, to the next leap. And yeah, it just really prompted me. So I thought about it, so I didn't really think anything of it. So recently, the beginning of the year, I was told by my managers that, hey, we just want to let you know that, the job that you signed on doing, we no longer have that position anymore. So as far as like getting your full-time hours, you won't be able to get it from solely this position. And I said, okay. And then they're like, also, I mean, but we have accommodated for you because like we know you like the front desk, and we know that this position is really you know, there is some hours in there. Like basically what I was told that the hours are being cut, and so I no longer could work the morning shift because of that. So the only time frame that was available for my shift, for my role, was the mid shift, which honestly it was honestly like an adjustment to getting used to it, the change, because it was something that I really just started to dislike because it just didn't align with my rhythm, my circadian rhythm. So, but I compromised and was just like, you know, it's undesirable, but at least I have my front desk shift, you know. So then later on, they started letting me know that, hey, you know, we're gonna have to have you do a different position, the position that you signed when we renewed your agreement. And I was like, and I remembered I questioned my supervisor about that. I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, I noticed that there's a change in the role that was provided, and it's different from what was given to me when I first started. And that's when she told me that the role has been eliminated. However, it's just a formality thing, you know, you're still gonna have the same role. And I was like, oh, okay. So that was February. So then as of late, they told the last meeting that they told me, they were like, hey, we just want to let you know that you're gonna have to start working the position that we wanted you, that you assigned on. And then I was like, I thought you said it was just a formality thing, that I needed to ensure that it was just a formality thing, that nothing would change. And then so after that meeting, they told me to just think on it, whatever you decide, you know, we'll just move from there. So then I thought on it, and I was like, you know, it doesn't seem that bad. And then I remembered, well, one of my front desk duties, I decided to help one of his customers, which basically I ended up doing the role that they wanted me to solely do. And then I started thinking to myself, like, I don't mind doing it, but it was just the way that they presented me it was just the way that they handled everything. Considering I've been working there for 4 years, you know, I'd rather them be honest and let me know, like, hey, we just want to let you know that, you know, there will be a time where you will be working doing this, you know, but not say one thing but then do another thing. So then I emailed my management. I let them know, like, hey, I just don't want to do this position anymore. I don't want to do this position at all. Like, I'd rather just do the position that, you know, you guys have me doing for right now. I know I won't have my whole hours. And then she responded saying that, hey, you know, it's not optional. Like, you have to do this because you signed the contract. And I was like, yeah, but you told me that, you know, it was just a formality thing. It wasn't anything set. It wasn't anything, you know, there was no change. It was just, you know, labels. And then she also told me in the email, she was like, yeah, but I also said that I'll let you know if anything changes. And so that's when I was just like, so I basically responded to them and let them know, like, hey, you know, it was wrong how you guys presented the offer to me. Basically, like, calling them out on their stuff. And so I sent that email knowing, like, the tone was basically like, either I want to do the front desk shift only, or, you know, you're going to have to do what you're going to have to do. Either let me go, or, you know, I have to resign. But I called the unemployment office, and then they told me, like, hey, you have to no longer be employed working there in order for, you know, your benefit, in order for us to start the process. So that's why I sent that email, because I was like, I didn't want to resign, but I also didn't want to work that job, you know what I mean? So I was just basically playing it very safe yesterday, to the point that I had to, like, ask my brother, like, hey, what do you think? Because I feel like this is just really messed up how they, I don't know, I just feel like there's always a way of doing things. And I don't know, I've been there for such a long time. I would have thought that, you know, they would give me a little bit more, like, hey, this is not ideal, but we also, you know, yeah. But long story short, what ended up happening was like I'm still waiting for a response from them, but also I'm not really I'm not holding my breath because I was stressed. I'm not gonna say that I was stressed making that decision, but not the decision, but sending that email, just basically calling them out on their stuff and like basically saying, well, whatever happens to me, you know. I know that my 4 years working here has been, it was fun, but also like I'm just ready to like move on. Like I don't want to like feel stuck at a place that hasn't really fostered my growth. And also another thing is like the person that I was when I first started working there, I'm a completely different person than, you know, who I was when I got hired. You know, a lot of life has happened to me, a lot of experiences, a lot of things that I've tolerated but not said anything. And now it's coming into fruition, the person that I'm supposed to be. So that's why like a part of me was like, no, you don't have anything lined up, you know, it's not smart. But also it's like I need to listen to my gut feeling, you know. I don't know God, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what he's planning on doing in my life, but I do know that I'm going somewhere. And I don't know, I've been feeling like I've been getting a lot of resources of helping me. Like I just contacted a staffing agency, and that has given me hope. I don't know, I just feel like I don't feel hopeless. Like I feel like I'm not saying I have control over my life, but I can control the things that I don't like. You know, I can always move away from those things. So essentially it's time for me to go from that job, and it's time for me to start a new life, a new change of pace. And so that is where I'm at right now. I'm not gonna lie, I sort of was tossing and turning, but then I was like, I'll be okay because I'm an artist. Like, girl, just sell some stuff. And it's funny because like once I calmed myself down yesterday, because I was like, did I make the right choice? Did I make the right decision? Did I? And then something, and he's like, girl, don't worry. Like, this is supposed to happen. Like, literally, do not worry. I'm not even worried about like going rent. I'm not worried because I know that God got me. And I know that something is it's literally on the way. Sorry, I'm just in my head now. I did make the right decision, because I'm starting to think like, even if I did accept the role, it's just something that it would just not bring me any joy. The environment at the job is just, it's a little toxic because there's so many coworkers that aren't like nice to each other, so they talk about each other all the time. So it's just like, I just don't want to be in that environment anymore, you know. Like I want to, I don't want to be surrounded by that. And also, my old coworkers came to visit me. It was like, this place feels so heavy. Like, you can even tell. And I was like, yeah, it's not lively anymore. It just seems like a drop. And it was already like starting to become a drop because like our managers, they're all asking us as the employees, like, hey, what can we do to like make this place a little bit more enjoyable for you guys? And I had nothing to say because I really could not give them an answer. Because that place is literally failing. And I don't want to speak bad on it because that's not my position. It's just that they have just not really taken care of their staff. And it is showing in the way that their customer service is. And also, it's just time to move on. Like, I'm tired of accepting things that I'm tired of being disappointed, honestly, especially at that job. I have gone through a lot of hardships while working at that job, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'll be a-okay regardless, because the times that I've, been late on rent, I have not been able to pay my bills on time, like that, and I was working at a job. It's not me being, irresponsible with my finances, but it's just not enough. And I'm realizing, like, it not being enough financially, that, but also spiritually, intellectually, it just doesn't pay enough. Like, I want to feel like I am learning, I am in the field that I'm supposed to flourish in, So I guess it's just sort of like I'm just venting out right now, but I'm also starting to just believe in myself more and not feel so, what's the word? Not feel like hopeless, because at the end of the day, like, I am strong. God got me, God got me. The fact that I was able to find my cat oatmeal with no chip, no collar, again, God is real. I have faith. I guess it's like this is just the beginning. I have faith that everything's working out. I just need to believe, and yeah, I'm gonna go after more gigs. Honestly, what helped get me out of that cycle of just like, how do I get unstuck? You're gonna have to physically remove yourself from the Velcro. That's what I ended up having to do. I had to physically remove myself from the Velcro of life, of the job, because it's just a job. It was time. It was literally time. So I'm not pressed about it. I have so many other jobs lined up. I have an interview today, actually, at 4. So I should tell you, I have faith. Like, where I just want to start focusing on things that bring me joy to my sight, to my eyes, to my feeling, to my spirit, and not feel disappointed. Yeah, so yeah, honestly, that's what's going on with me lately. But I feel like this is the right decision that I made. I've been there for 4 years. The graduation season is now time to move forward this time, because life is too short living with regrets, and I'd rather go after things that bring me joy. And faith over fear.
Thanks for setting the tone.